Welcome into the Ringerverse. This is, of course, the Ringers Nexus podcast feed for all things fandom. We are Steve, the architect, Ahlman, the builder and tinkerer of things. Jomi, the explainer, Adeniran. You got questions, he's got answers. Old man Van, here, the receding resurgent hairline, coat baby Chuck, the 24-karat closer. Together we are known as the Midnight Boys. Follow us on socials, Insta, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. We're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Share this show with a friend. We are on YouTube. That's where you can see us.
Thumbs up.
Okay. YouTube.com/@Ringerverse. Also on Spotify. YouTube, Spotify on Thursday. Button Mash continues their coverage of Fallout Season 2. Also on Thursday, House of R has their 2026 hype draft. Okay. On today's show, we're getting ready for a Night of the Seven Kingdoms with our Game of Thrones crash outs. We're going to get to some nerd news first, but before we do this, I got to talk about a couple of things, okay?
Wait, I have a question. Why the fuck were you taking a shower this morning?
That's the first thing. I took a shower at the office.
Why?
Because I had to go
Straight
to the
from the
gym.
Okay.
All right, I had to go to the gym. I'm on the creatine now.
Okay.
So my workouts are getting longer and more intense.
Right.
So I was
right.
at the
That's
gym.
what she said. Anyway.
And boom, 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 bing, bing. And so I decided, you know what I'm going to do? We have these bathrooms at the office.
That have showers.
And these bathrooms have showers.
Terrible showers.
I never took a shower in there before.
I have.
You see, so why are you asking me why I took the shower?
Motherfucker, it's like 10 a.m. They yelling at me, you can't use the bathroom. They showered. I'm like, did he shit on himself? I'm like, what's going on?
No, just don't walk in.
So I took the shower. Now, when you took it before.
Did you bring your own soap?
I brought my own soap.
Oh.
I brought my own soap.
A towel, the whole thing?
I brought the whole nine. When
Wow.
you took a shower here, how was the water pressure?
Water pressure was terrible and
Terrible.
also cold.
It was cold.
Cold as shit.
So it'll never happen again.
I mean, the office shower is an act of desperation anyway.
No,
Because it's a timing thing.
See, y'all, but I've been on talk shows before, right? And when you go into these talk shows and stuff like this, sometimes they have showers
got
inside
showers and shit.
in the dressing rooms. So I've taken a shower in a place like that has a shower before. I expected us to have top-notch facilities. We don't. It's a fact.
Right. And the parking garage never working. Fucking showers not working.
Showers,
We
all
barely
kinds
get
of
water
stuff.
bottles no more.
Go in
We
here
in a
before,
box.
they have breakfast for everyone. You get here 9:01, breakfast gone. I see niggas like, let me tell you something. Steve's about to have a bad podcast because I'm bring some
Okay, all right. Very glad you brought it up.
no. Steve's about to have a bad podcast. Number one, Steve is one of those people that goes back for seconds for the office food.
I'm quite greedy.
Which is terrible, right?
Come on, bro.
So we're going to talk about two things that happened with Steve this past Saturday before we get onto the rest of the podcast.
I'm happy here.
The one thing is a small thing. So it's
a small thing that set us up.
Wait. We're going to go small, bigger, and then biggest.
I want to fill in things that I think you were omitting.
Brother,
No,
you know I love you.
Steve,
You got to sit this one
all right,
out.
I was not here.
relax.
So
You gotta
what
sit
happened?
this
Steve,
one out.
relax. Steve, relax. Okay. First thing is a very small thing. Steve did the white boy food thing, which I hate. Okay. I got some food. I got wings and I got fries. I put my fries down there and Steve went, ooh. And he grabbed the fry.
First of all, okay.
Steve, stop.
Steve.
Crazy.
Steve, stop.
Crazy.
I almost got in a fight at a Hooters one time with a friend of my homie who went, like, I got my wings. It was a lot of wings, don't get me wrong. And he went, ooh, shit. I was like, ooh, get your ass out of my fucking food.
You got to ask at least.
And he was like, so you mean to tell me I can't have one of them wings? I'm like, not now, because you was going to do it without asking. And that makes me feel
You didn't ask?
played.
Didn't
I did not.
He just took
this
the
is
fry.
this is a bad.
And all I did was I looked at Kalika. I was like, you know what I'm saying? White.
This is
Okay.
This is after
This
everything.
is after. Okay. The rest of it, Jomi and I will tell in tandem.
So it starts last week. The Bears are playing the Packers in the postseason. Steve, big, huge Chicago guy, Bears fan. He's like, yo, do you want to come to the house, watch the game? I'm like, I'm down, man. What's up? We a family. Let's all hang.
It's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, he hits the group text. And he's like, actually, we're going to All Seasons Brewing to watch the game.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to come through?
Stop.
I can read
Flag
the text.
on the play right
I can
now.
read
No,
the
no, no.
Steve, I can read the text. Don't do that.
After a response
Don't
from
do that.
nobody but
Bring
Jomi.
the text up. Bring the
Don't
text
do
up.
that.
After a
I can read the
response
text
from
up.
nobody but Jomi
Steve, I can read the text
saying, do you want to come over to the house? Jomi says, yes, I'm down. Hey, quick change of plans.
Hey.
Since nobody fucking else answered.
Steve, my bad. Steve.
Steve.
Friday at 12:49. Yo, I'm thinking of going to All Seasons Brewery to watch the Bears Packers. If y'all are down, game is at 5. I'm like, cool. That's the move. Then that's the move. Let's go. Additionally, I'm like, oh, it's the fellas. I'm gonna invite Kai. I know Kai not doing nothing on Saturday. Yo, come through. Kai, I hit Kai. Kai say he down. I hit the group text. Yo, Kai's coming too. That's it. Right.
Boom.
I get there a little late.
I didn't say
away.
later on. I'm gonna come through as well. Now I don't really text it to the group chat just because but I'm coming through. Boom. So me, Kalika, Kai, Jomi, we go to All Seasons Brewery to watch the Bears game with Steve and Lauren.
Right.
And whoever else. Okay, go ahead.
So I get there a little bit after Kai because I live a little farther away. And I pull up and I see it's Steve, his partner, Kai, and a bunch of Steve's homies. So I'm thinking, oh, Steve, like, just put the call out. We all gonna be at All Seasons. We gonna watch this game together. That makes a lot of sense. Cool, no problem. And then like 2 minutes into it, Lauren's like, oh, yeah, don't worry. We're gonna sit right here. We got these tables. It's so-and-so's birthday. I was like, oh, it's a birthday? It's a birthday function?
It was a birthday function for the partner of one of Steve's friends that Steve made it seem like we were going to All Seasons to watch the Bears game. But what we were really doing was coming to All Seasons as part of a birthday function for
someone we've never met.
You did.
Someone we've never met and we do not know now.
Wait, so the Negroes pulled up to a birthday party that they don't know
that we were not invited to.
This is not
okay. So now I will say that Emily is very lovely.
Emily is lovely people.
Emily,
lovely people.
This is a coinciding. This is not a co-invite.
We are not invited to, right? So
this is nothing. By the way, this is nothing to say about Emily and their partner. Lovely people.
So
amazing people.
Lovely people.
Amazing
so
people.
The story gets thicker. First of all, shout out to the people at All Seasons. I'll never go back.
It's really crowded.
I'll never go back.
It's the
to
worst
All
place
Seasons.
ever.
Right? All Seasons sucks, bro. It's got the worst food you could ever possibly eat. It's like we went there. Different tables. Speaking of Game of Thrones, it was legitimately like Westeros. It was like 5 birthday parties going on with different banners up all around
and
the
they
fucking
vicious,
place.
they rude as fuck.
But I'll never go back to All Seasons. All Seasons can have it.
It's
if you
done.
like it, if it's your neighborhood, it's where
it's
everybody
cut.
knows your
It's
name,
cut,
ball out. I'll never go back to that house. Now, so
this is the worst part.
So we are at this table, and it's like a longer table, right? And you have really what happens is the birthday party people are coalescing over here. These people know each other. They're friends, okay?
Not the black people.
The black people, me, Jomi, Kai, Kalika, we are on the other side of the table. There is a girl that comes over to us and sits down. And Jomi?
She goes, she's a little cursory look. She like,
look around, look at us.
Do y'all know the celebrant?
Y'all know
who the person is?
I'm dead ass.
Y'all are not. Y'all are fucking with me right now.
I promise
I'm
you, swear to
dead
God.
ass.
I promise you, swear to God.
I'm dead. Looks at us and goes, "Do you guys know?"
And we go,
I interject.
we know. We know. Yeah, I don't know. Emily.
The first thing I do is I look at Jomi and I go,
I step in here.
I'm not going in any way make a big deal. I'm like, and then Jomi looks at me and Jomi goes, tough. Ain't see it. Jomi looks at me. Kai, who has the number one temperament of almost anyone I know, Kai goes, and we all looking around like,
not them being like, hey, the color tables are over there, yo.
We all looking around like, this isn't really actually happening.
The worst thing that she did, though, is when I say this, yes, I know Emily and we know the other person that's birthday. I name both of them by name. And then this girl's like, there's not an Emily here. And I'm like, no, there is.
Then she start, and then it starts to, we start to kind of, I don't know. After that, she kind of started to like retreat a little bit.
Yeah, after he was like, no, Emily is cool. Because I said the same thing that you said.
Yeah.
But when I said it, she was like, But when he came in, it was like, no. They with me. It was cool. And I was
What's
like,
Kalika doing during this whole thing?
She's actually, this is what we doing. We're not trying to ruin nobody's birthday. So I'm serious.
Very diplomatic.
So we laying back. I already got these wings. These wings are fucking terrible. Steve took one of my fries. I'm just getting fucked over. And I'm looking around and I'm like, yo, man, do I want to tell this stranger to eat a dick like right in front of all of this? Do I want to be a dick about this? And I'm like, you know what? No, let's just take it back to 2005. Let's just take it back to 2005 and laugh along. But I remember when that game was over, when zero's on that clock, what did Van do? Boom!
Out of there.
Gone.
Boom.
The game ended up being like such a good football game.
It's simple.
That
That game
kind
was
of
simple.
like the fourth quarter kind of took over.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's all MAGA brewing though over there.
all
MAGA
brewery.
This is terrible.
And Steve.
I had words with Emily and Cole about that.
Well, look. The
We
person that you should have blamed is the man in the mirror. Because you invited us to this birthday party.
We wouldn't have been
It's
there.
not our birthday party.
Yeah.
The last time this happened in LA to me, my man Will, shout out to Will Jellin. I've told this story before. My man Will invited us. Will said he was going to a party. Will wasn't invited to the party.
Okay.
Will knew someone that was going to the party.
we heard
Remember I told this story. Then we go there to the party. They make us leave. We fought. We fought the people.
So,
Okay,
so
that's not as bad
as
as
someone who was not there, I want to give, I'm hearing your side of the story. Now, Steve, it's not seeming great because especially because you have black friends, you should know
Right.
this. They thought they were going to your house. They show up at a white person's birthday party. This is what we always know is going to happen. I'm going to
Sure.
give you a chance to defend yourself.
Okay.
And I
Before I
want, you
make
to
my
th-
rule.
I want you to think about the way fucking Christy Nome sounds.
I know.
Standing up there making a fucking fool
So
out
I'm
of
gonna
herself
do a Chris.
when everybody knows what the fuck happened.
I
Go
know.
ahead.
I'm gonna do what Christy Nome doesn't do and take some accountability first.
Okay.
Okay.
I should have let you guys know that this was like in tandem with somebody else's birthday party
Right.
that we were invited to. I had since let both Emily and the person whose birthday it is know that, like, hey, I might be bringing the Midnight Boys in, a couple people from work as well. Is that cool? They all said that that's fine.
Right.
Again, didn't let you guys know about that. My bad.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Nobody was not unwelcome here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make that very clear.
Mm-hmm.
The change in venue was merely because I wanted to get out of the house.
Right.
Nobody else but Jomi responded to the group chat.
Wait, why couldn't Jomi? Wait, is Jomi not enough to watch the Bears
I'm not
game
saying
with?
that it's not, but you're malleable. You said like, hey, it's my house. It's gonna be another bar. Are you cool with that? I said I'm thinking about doing it. Nobody else responds. I'd go anyway because nobody would show up. That's the point, right?
I don't know, big dog.
What do you mean you don't know?
Because again, the whole impetus of the entire thing is you were like, yo, I'm thinking about going to All Seasons Brewing, not because it's your friend's birthday, but because you wanted to get out the house. That's what we all thought
Again,
when we read the text.
I could have been clearer about that, but I did not make that about y'all. That wasn't about that.
I don't
All right,
know, man. I'm not.
It is. I
Now,
will say though,
as far as the fries are concerned, I want to move to the fries.
there's nothing you can say.
I know, and I know
There's
that.
nothing you can say, Steve. Like,
That's still
just take it on the chin.
I
I'm
love
taking
how
that
you
on
put
the
the- I love how you put the fries over racism.
It's
I can excuse racism, but I can't
but
excuse
fry
stealing
stealing.
fries.
I draw the line there. I mean, mainly the fry thing is a bad precedent setting on my behalf, where like Van just gets a bunch of food and then he usually like 9 times out of 10 will be like, hey, take whatever you guys want
At my house.
at your house.
But
Yeah.
why didn't you just ask and be like, "Hey, yo, can I get?"
I know
Grab
that's
some
me.
fries.
That's
You know
me.
Van
I
would
get
be
too
like,
eager.
sure.
Yeah, you have a fry.
I jump on. I jump on
You
the fries.
colonize the fries.
I do.
Yeah.
I will say,
I'm a
in white
caulifrizer.
families, do they not teach to ask?
They do.
I don't know if they do, bro.
I let my
There was
parents down that
there
day.
there was another time where this almost happened. My man, shout out to my man Tommy Talley. I have a bag of fucking Doritos, and Tommy puts his hand in the Doritos.
No,
And I remember,
no.
I said to Tommy, I said, "Bitch, those are yours," and I
Yeah.
emptied the Doritos on him. What's wrong?
Reaching in the bag?
He reached in the bag.
Was it a small bag?
That's not.
It
no.
wasn't a small bag. And Tommy, I'm not going to talk about this. Just no, it's wrong. Okay.
Why couldn't you even do a little like, hey, yo, can you like dump a little in my
Can
hand?
I just tell you something? This is something that beyond that one time at Hooters, which I think was somebody trying my manhood, you just don't run into this with black
What
people.
happened at Hooters?
Try my man.
We talked about the Hooters way before.
No, because
Hooters
people, I
wins,
will
yeah.
say, in the black community, you do that, a motherfucker might swing on you.
Yeah,
Like, hey, yo,
are you
get
kidding me?
off my fucking
get
plate.
off my
What's
shit.
wrong with you? Okay, what about the racism?
There's no excuse for that. That's bad. I talked to that
I can
girl.
tell you felt
I talked
bad,
to Emily. I was like, who is this girl? What are you doing? What is she about? And she's like, friend of so-and-so, asshole when she's drunk. I was like, well, keep her out.
Here's the
There's
thing,
no-
though. I hate when they use the excuse.
No, I'm not saying that's
like,
the excuse. I'm like, keep her away from that side of the table.
If you racist when you drunk, you racist when you sober.
The crazy thing is when she sat down, I think Jomi was feeling something.
It was calm down.
And so
all right.
I think when she looked over to talk, I think Jomi
he's
thought
like,
it was
oh.
about to go down.
Nah,
but
that's
then it
not
didn't
what
happen.
that's not what's
That's
happening at all.
upsetting.
Let's calm down. Time
That's
out. Let's
upsetting.
not do that.
Hey, it was not great.
Thank God for the game, though.
The game was great.
Game
the
was
game was
great.
fantastic, and we ended up meeting two other. We had meeted two other.
Oh
White,
yeah, fans of the podcast.
who are these guys?
I can't remember their names, but they came up to us, also part of the birthday, that were
They
fans
were
of ours.
fun, and we were having
were fun.
fun with them. We exchanged whites because that one girl had pissed us off.
Yeah.
Right.
Coming over here playing with us. See, man,
Jersey swap with the whites.
all season. Then I
Oh,
went up,
Mega
and then,
Brew
and then
is
when
crazy.
Then I went up to try to close my tab out. I'm at the bar, and I'm like, hey, and this woman walks up, and she goes, hi, and he looks at her, he goes, what do you have? And I'm like, you know what, man?
It's been a
Y'all
tough day
tried
already,
my
man.
patience. Like, you know what,
Come
bro?
on, man.
I will never plan anything that we do ever again. I promise you that.
Down with all seasons brewing.
I will never plan anything we do.
All right, thank you for indulging this Chuck nerd news.
All right, guys, we got some exciting news this week. First, we're going to start off with the most recent casting rumor, but it seems kind of true. Sebastian Stan is joining the Batman 2, according to the Hollywood Reporter, and it's rumored that Stan will be playing Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. Van, I'm going to start with you. Not only what do you think of Sebastian Stan casting, do you think that this is like, I don't know, to me, Sebastian Stan is arguably one of the best actors of his age working right now.
How old is he again? He's like 40, 41, something like that? He's
I
around
would,
that?
I would say in the MCU right now, he's probably like, top 3, top 5 in terms of just like not only critical acclaim, box office. What do you think this means for the Batman 2? Do you think this is a coup for for Reeves and everyone working on it? How do you feel?
So first of all, if this is in the Hollywood Reporter, this is happening. That's the first thing. So, I think it's fantastic. Number one, he's 43.
Right.
He is built to play Harvey Dent. It depends on the story in terms of what iteration of Harvey Dent that we're getting. If it's a full-on Two-Face thing, if they're playing for another film, I can't imagine that they would be that much. I'm not saying he's going to be Two-Face in the movie, but I'm saying this film took so long to come out. I wonder what the future plans for this Batman saga is. I'm not sure about that. As far as a Marvel DC thing, I don't know. I don't know that that matters too much to me. I think the thing that matters more is that Matt Reeves' The Batman universe continues to cast actors who have a high artistic barometer in big roles. They continue to go with people who seem like they take this work to actually tell stories and transform into characters. If you're talking about Colin Farrell or Robert Pattinson or any of these people.
And we didn't talk about it, but I believe it was also rumored, and it seems pretty much fact, that Scarlett Johansson was also cast in it, and people are suspecting that she's going to play Gilda, Harvey Dent's wife.
Right. Now, so what I will say about this before turning it over is it doesn't surprise me to see a lot of actors who have played superheroes before sign up for more superhero comic book fare.
Yeah.
Because I do think something's happening in Hollywood to where there are some people who are going to reject that as being a step in their career. And it might be easier to harvest people who've already been in that world but are serious, well-respected actors than it might be to get like Timothée Chalamet or someone like that to actually take up a role that is a superhero role.
So the other thing I want to talk to y'all about is the big rumor, I believed this for a while, is that Matt Reeves was going to try to adapt Court of Owls. But with knowing that Harvey Dent is in this, it seems like it's rumored that Gilda Dent is in this. Do you think that this potentially is a marriage between the classic Jeff Loeb comic, The Long Halloween, and Court of Owls?
Well, it seemed like they were hinting towards, I know, did y'all, in the first movie, The Long Halloween, right? It seemed like they were trying to kind of prime you for that. What do y'all think?
I mean, first of all, on the Sebastian Stan thing, I think we all, after Thunderbolts, were like, why isn't this guy doing, like, why didn't they build, like, a couple movies around this guy? Yeah. Because when he showed up in Thunderbolts, he was everything. He, like, brought the movie, he made it alive, right? And then in Falcon Winter Soldier, I mean, it's a longer conversation about that particular thing, but I think maybe we were too harsh on it in the moment. I think the finale soured, at least for me.
Yep.
But I think what he can do in that role is amazing. So seeing him as Harvey Dent is great. I just think that, like, it's just really funny. If I had 4 nickels for every time Harvey Dent showed up in the sequel to a Batman movie or like a Batman adjacent movie, I'd have 4 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy that's happened 4 times. Right? Batman Returns, Dark Knight, The Dark Knight, and Joker 2, Joker Folly Ado. What's his name from Harry Loutley from
right.
Plays
from
him. Yeah. And now this. And so it's really interesting how, like, Batman gets successful and, like, boom, put Two-Face in that thing. You know what I mean? But Sebastian Stan can act. I'm all for it. I want to see, to your point of, like, if they're doing The Long Halloween, Court of Owls. I was hoping they saved Court of Owls for, like, the third movie. But, I mean, and again, I don't know if Matt Reeves, like, the clock on his universe might be running out. So he might be just like, forget it. We just put everything in there.
If I'm being honest, I was like, hey, yo, if I don't do Court of Owls, James Gunn and co. are definitely doing it. Right. But I also think what's interesting, if you think about the first Reeves Batman movie, is that movie is so much about the corruption of the city, especially with the Penguin series. Yeah. And now I'm thinking, like, oh, the Court of Owls and The Long Halloween are both 2 stories that are really delving into the history of Gotham as a city. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, that could be interesting. And I think the other problem with maybe the Court of Owls comic book is, spoiler alert, the big reveal is like, what, you're going to use Owlman as your main fucking villain?
Right.
I think Matt Reeves might be like, hey, yo, the owls as, like, jobbers that Batman can fight is cool. That motherfucker fighting Owlman is a little bit harder to swallow.
He said that he's like, he doesn't want, like, the fantastical elements of Batman, the Ra's al Ghul, and all that stuff. Yeah. He's not going in that direction.
He wants a noir.
But also, like, I trust somebody like Reeves to make that interesting and compelling.
Yeah.
I don't think that, like, because the idea of Ra's al Ghul, like, happening in, say, a Batman Begins seems fantastical and out there. But then Liam Neeson and Nolan and co. make a home run. And that's a pretty great adaptation of that. As far as when it comes to what kind of story that this is right for adapting, I think that you're right. Reeves is more interested, especially when it comes to just the first Batman movie that we got. He is interested in what makes Gotham a character in a Batman story.
Yeah.
The story of this city, the story of the people that kind of, like, let this city fall from grace, be it either the people that are closest to Wayne or the people that are right outside that circle, that sphere of influence that Wayne, the entrepreneur and the businessman, seems to ignore while he's being Batman. I think it's great. I'm really, really excited that Sebastian Stan can do it. He's probably the most interesting of the Marvel alumni to do something post MCU. Like, I say what you will about that Trump biopic, but he went full bore with it, and he was amazing in it.
He was being accountable.
I'll put it to you this way. I think I've said it before. If they went the Bucky as Cap route, I do think we would be having a different conversation about the MCU.
Because you hate black people.
I mean, if we want to pivot, and I can put on my cultural kufi, I will say the next nerd news we have to talk about is the Wakanda trailer, and I'm just like, damn. all the white superheroes can get their own teaser trailer.
They put
But
all
the
the colored people-
Wakandans and Namor and Fantastic Four gotta share their shit.
So, real quick before we get to that race baiting, that's my job. No,
I'm saying, like, that should be you.
real quick before we get to that, I'll say this about Sebastian Stan and about this Batman world overall. Number one, Sebastian Stan to me had the right strategy on his career.
Yep.
In terms of being a comic book actor. What he did was, rather than in his mind have the belief that he was a movie star because he was Bucky, he used Bucky, in my opinion, to appeal to wide audiences. And then on the other side of that, he took chances.
Yeah.
All the movies were chances.
Yep.
Yeah.
He didn't come back, at least from what I can remember, I'll look at his IMDb, with the weird romantic comedy that's trying to bring the audience over. And he did the movie where he was like the cannibal.
Yeah.
Was a Fresh.
Great. Fresh was great.
So he did that. He did smaller films. He did films that allowed him to flex his creative muscle, right? I think that there were some actors that were involved in the MCU that thought that they were movie stars because they were big comic book characters.
Yeah.
And when they went out and tried to flex that movie stardom, they realized that it did not translate at all to people coming out to see you because you were one of these guys.
Chris Evans, I think, is the perfect example of
Or even Tom Holland.
Tom
It's
Holland.
definitely-
Like,
I was thinking Tom, yeah.
because I'm even thinking about when Knives Out came out, I think we were just like, oh, not only is Chris Evans like great as Captain America, look at this. He's like one of the best parts of this movie. And I think he miscalculated what makes him charming. And I think Chris Hemsworth had a similar type of, and if I'm going to be honest to them, I think a lot of this was Hollywood pushing them into that,
Yeah.
like, you're our next movie stars. But also I start to wonder, I'm just like, Sebastian Stan just has taste. And I think that's something that you really can't teach. Where it's like, to your point, I think he was just like, I don't need to be in the biggest movies in the world. I could be Harvey Dent, and that's going to give me all the money and all the cachet, so I can go be in an A24 neon movie.
But you want to be in important movies. And by the way,
Yeah.
like when you saw him pop up in The Martian, that role in The Martian is not like a gigantic role, but when you look at that little crew, you see Jessica Chastain and Michael Pena. You see actors that are in an important movie, part of an ensemble that matters.
Yeah.
Jomi, you were gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, like, to your point, like Chris Evans, I love his portrayal of Knives Out. But then you get like Red One, you know what I'm saying? And then you get
What's the Ana de Armas Apple TV?
Ghosted.
Yeah, that was so bad.
Sebastian Stan's in that movie.
Yeah,
by
but
the way.
him and what's his name? Falcon, they're in it as a cameo. It's a little MCU bait.
Is this Gray Man forgiveness? Are you going to forgive the Gray Man?
Here's what I'm gonna say about the Gray Man. If the Gray Man has no defenders, then I am dead. Okay,
But I'm telling you guys, when you look at these films, though,
it's not
fresh,
hidden. Oh, you talking
sharper,
about Sebastian
this is
Stan?
Sebastian Stan. When you look at these films, fresh, sharper, A Different Man, The Apprentice.
He's picking good scripts.
These are movies that also have a very direct, like artistic thrust.
Yeah.
I'll say this about the Batman world before we move on. I've come to appreciate Matt Reeves' The Batman more than I did when it first came out. But I will say this. I'm not the type of person that really enjoys a Batman movie where it seems like anybody could be Batman. Like where it seems like Batman doesn't have any real special skills. Like Batman not the baddest motherfucker in the world. Like Batman can't really fight like talking about it. Where Batman doesn't do anything amazing.
Okay.
The last movie, there was stuff that happened that was cool. But in a Batman movie, Batman has to be a superhero.
You didn't like the part where he jumped off the building, paraglided, and then like
busted his ass,
fell into a bus, and still lived. That wasn't amazing enough for you.
To me, like even in Nolan's Batman, which is very grounded, you got some real deal. How did he do that type shit?
So you don't think it's enough for Reeves to lean into Batman as the greatest detective in the world? You're like, he needs to be the greatest superhero.
He needs to disappear, punch a guy, hit some smoke, disappear, show up on a roof.
Because this man is like, Matt Reeves' Batman, if we're being honest, is just like a skinny dude who's like a great detective. And a kind of like I saw the scene again of when like one of the cops touches him and it's so goofy. He's like, "Get off, man!" And I'm like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
You don't like Regular Man?
I thought the first movie was compelling it's compelling a lot because of Riddler.
Yeah.
Riddler, just the character of Riddler. The movie has this feel to it that I'm not gonna lie. It takes an expert director to create, and for a film that's that long to kind of have that type of pace and for the scenes to be that sticky, that matters. But at some point, I want to see Batman do amazing superhero stuff.
He got to do a backflip. Come on.
Yeah, like flip, kick.
He's got to look and then disappear.
You know what I mean? He's got to be good, like whatever, Anyway, all right, cool.
All right, next up, we have I guess, not the final. There's rumors that there might be a Doctor Doom teaser, but the fourth Doomsday teaser dropped recently featuring the Wakandans, the Fantastic Four, and Namor. And on Instagram, the Russo brothers wrote, quote, "What you've been watching for the last 4 weeks are not teasers or trailers. They are stories. They are clues. Pay attention. Hashtag Doomsday has begun." I'll just start off with this.
Open your third eye, fellas.
All right, the Russo brothers got to choke. Right?
I hate this. I actually hate this.
Because I'm just like, now they're like, yeah, go back into the teasers, make the clues. I'm like, ain't nothing happening in that shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking
I'm
about?
going to let the Reddit detectives figure this one out.
Yeah, sure.
If they got something, they got something. But,
man, put the movie out.
Stop playing in my face.
A little cute.
It's like getting a little. We get it. We restore the feeling. Everybody coming back. This trailer itself starts with Shuri. It seems like M'Baku's king now.
Yeah, well, he's King M'Baku of Wakanda. Yeah.
Wait, no. I thought how it wasn't M'Baku already a king in the land?
No.
I think that M'Baku's the king of Wakanda.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we see that full scene and he's just
what?
lying.
Yeah, that's
I think M'Baku's because she says
no, I heard it, but I just assumed like
that was the
we
clue.
have to prepare for our people. I think she's talking about her M'Baku.
Well, she
as the
said
Black
something
Panther.
about she said something about my king or a king or something like that. And then M'Baku, I think M'Baku is the king of Wakanda.
King M'Baku of Wakanda, Ben Grimm, Yancey Street between.
But he didn't
get
say
punched in the chest like he did in Wakanda Forever, then be king. Come on, bro.
I think he's the king now. I think he's the king. I think you gotta make your peace with that.
Yeah.
I think you gotta deal with it.
Black woman can't be king?
Apparently not.
But maybe we don't resort to
Hold on, time out.
I didn't make the rules.
Angela Bassett was the queen in the second movie. Don't do that.
She passed away.
Yeah, and they saw how motherfuckers reacted to Shuri, and they like,
You don't like M'Baku as king. Why
fuck
not?
no.
Why?
He got pieced up by Namor.
And
like,
T'Challa got
come
pieced
on.
up by Killmonger.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
And
happens.
then he got his lick back.
Right.
Sometimes
He got his look back when he had the Black Panther's powers. When they went human for human, he got fucked.
it wasn't good.
Okay? When they went Panther for Panther, he won. But when they went human for human, all right?
Do you respect that more?
Fucked up. I've thought about it. I'm not sure. I think it matters more. Rest in peace to our brother. I think it matters more if you win human to human.
Right.
I think
Still not a
it's
problem.
just-
He's a good leader.
That's
but-
straight hands. That's straight dog.
No, but
there's no juice. There's no sauce. There's nothing extra. If I can go band for band with you, human to human, you got to respect that.
guess what? If you disrespect me in front of all my people, I lose the boxing match. I am gonna get the blicky, and there's nothing you can say about it.
Well, I mean, when
I'm going to the car.
Wait, before I forget, I really want to bring something up because we saw Damson at the Golden Globes. Motherfuckers like, hey, yo, you hot in the muscles? They've been asking him, like, hey, yo, we've been hearing the rumors, and he's being a little cute, trying to deflect. I think Damson is about to be Black.
I don't. The problem is, like, he could be telling the truth. At this point, we don't believe none of these dudes no more.
No.
Nobody. You asked Chris Evans for 3 years, hey, man, you gonna be in the movie. Meanwhile, swole to the gills. Has not been this big since he was doing Endgame. Nah, man, this and this. At this point, it really don't matter what he say. As long as he's attached to it, he's gotta, like, we gonna feel like he's lying.
I think all of that shit is set up.
Yep.
I think all of that shit is set up. Hey, we're doing. I'm here supporting F1. It's like, hi, I'm here supporting F1. Look, when we get on the carpet, it's cool to talk about F1. That was a big deal, Brad Pitt. But I don't know if you heard. There's some rumors that I'm Black Panther. I don't know if you heard about that. I need you to,
Even if it's true or not.
I need you to ask me about that. And when you ask, don't retreat.
So he can flash that smile and be like,
ask me straight up. Hey, we've heard you some rumors, and like lean into it. And then I'm not gonna give you nothing, but I need that question to be asked. That's partly why I'm here. Just give me the juice right now. Boom.
But here's the thing, Damson as Black Panther, Denzel Washington as the villain.
That's pretty great.
That could restore the feeling.
With Ryan Coogler at the helm?
Come on.
Pretty great.
Because also Coogler did say, though, because I'm wondering now when the third Black Panther movie is going to come out, because he's saying that he's doing a reboot of the X-Files, and that's going to be his next project. I think he's probably directing the pilot and maybe a few other episodes. So what? That means Black Panther 3.
I'd imagine that probably starts shooting this year.
Yeah, and
right?
Because we got Doomsday this year and the Secret Wars the following year, right? So you got 2 years to make something happen. It's not
like 2029.
Black Panther 3, 2029 is too far.
That's 20. You do that 28.
Wait, so do you think it comes after Secret Wars, Black Panther?
Definitely
3?
Secret Wars.
Definitely after Secret Wars.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to do it after Secret Wars because it'd be kind of crazy for like Black. I mean,
you
it
don't
really,
know.
It really
You don't
depends
know.
on what happens on Doomsday. We don't know what happens on Doomsday, but I feel
They're
like
saying it might start filming in June.
Okay.
This June?
Yeah.
That's very soon.
but then like, okay.
I think the movie comes between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
That could be cool.
There's no way.
I think it does.
There's no way.
I think you need Black Panther.
But then you would have to announce Damson as the Black Panther, and that would ruin the surprise.
I would be surprised if Damson ain't Black Panther in Doomsday.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he might get a cameo.
I would much rather have him like we go to theater, we don't know, and then he shows up at Doomsday. We're like, oh, Stan Damson, Black Panther, and then they do the rollout.
Of the
I feel
Marvel
like that's a little
projects
bit
to
more
sandwich
fun.
between that and Secret Wars, I think Black Panther is the right
Black
thing
Panther's
to
the
do.
only one to me that has the juice still.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we get a
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie already.
Yeah.
So the only other one that still got some juice left
So
is Black Panther.
It's been reported, according to a new listing on the Film and Television Industry Alliance, Black Panther is rumored to be titled Shadows of Wakanda. We just talked about that. Set to film in London, June 15th, 2026. If that's the case, then you would imagine they shoot for 6 months, they up on post, that movie's coming out in 27 or 28.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're going to adapt the like intergalactic Black Panther storyline?
Intergalactic. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm more interested in what they are going to do because I personally think that Doomsday is going to set up Damson as Black Panther. We're
Right.
going to get that from either an incursion or some type of situation. I guess my only question is, does
Timey-wimey
Shuri
nonsense.
survive this?
That'd be kind of sick.
My question is, do they do like some timey-wimey shenanigans and he's basically just
T'Challa's son.
Because they already set that
Oh,
up.
fast forward in
Yeah.
time. kind
Yeah,
of
so
thing.
basically like
Yeah.
in the new timeline, basically he technically is T'Challa, but give him a little connection to,
Right,
the,
right, right.
to the
Exactly.
first T'Challa.
Hey, they set us up for this. All right.
Time for
Nerd
crash
news.
outs?
Yep, let's get into top crash outs in Game of Thrones history. God damn you. Who's taking this over?
All right, next week we're returning to Westeros with the first episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. To get ready for the Game of Thrones spinoff, we're debating some of the series' best crash outs. There will be 5 rounds: Stark, Targaryen, Lannister, Baratheon, and Wildcard. Each Midnight Boy will nominate their pick, with the winner of each round needing a majority vote. Special note, we're only focusing on events that have already transpired in the HBO show universe. That means all of Game of Thrones and the last 2 seasons of the House of Dragon.
That's because y'all didn't want to get over here and talk about Robert's Rebellion or Aegon's Conquest or the Blackfire Rebellion.
Stop trying to be me. I've been doing this for I've been doing
I'm
this
just
for
saying.
years. We
He
can't
grinded
do
tape.
it. They not lore heads like that. We can't make them be lore heads in any way, shape, or form. Jomi, we tried. We've tried.
Y'all not
tried
locked
to
Let's
in.
get to
be
round
warheads,
one,
but we
y'all.
can't.
Round one is Starks. Then you start us off with who's your first nominee?
So the Starks don't have as many crash outs as you guys might think that they do. And when I look at the crash outs that you guys have already chosen, really, a lot of the good ones are on here, but I'm going for like a lifelong crash out. I'm going for hating a baby.
Hating a baby.
Cat.
You stole Jomi's.
So what? There's no
I mean, there's no
And this
worse
was
crash outs.
This
No
was
other
for
one?
sure the thinnest of all the crash outs. Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, John's whole thing is he's not a crash out. Ned Stark doesn't really crash out.
Oh, Arya getting her lick back. with
That's
Frey?
not a crash
I
out.
don't- I
So
don't
If you
consider
gotta
that.
like
count that?
plan, if you
Now,
gotta like plan something,
The only other one I thought is because I could have done Ned crashing out basically on Cersei after he realizes that
Right.
Joffrey is not a Baratheon.
Right.
But Ned don't really crash
Crash
out
out.
though.
So, Okay, so
Well, let's go to Steve because Steve's nominee is kind of similar.
So this is like it's bending my personal definition of a crash out, but it's kind of like a poorly informed decision that leads to destruction. That's how I'm kind of choosing to define crash outs in Game of Thrones because that's kind of what all of these people do. And I nominated Ned falsely confessing to treason only for Joffrey to kill him anyway.
Well, he had to do that to save Sansa.
Right.
That was the plan, right? Initially,
but he thought that like honor would save him, that nobody would that he wouldn't die from that. But it turns out that it did. And I think that that's like a poorly informed like miscalculation that leads to destruction.
I would wager, in fact, that your nominee is more of a crash out than that. I feel like he was trying to play the Game of Thrones. This is the biggest
crash. Charles's nominee is the winner to me.
All right, so my nominee
the biggest
is
crash out.
Rob marrying Talisa.
That's a crash out.
First of all, when I watched that episode where literally his mom is like, hey, bro.
You can't do that.
You can't do this.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing? Because here's the thing. I hadn't read the books up to that point. And when Rob is making the moves, I'm like, damn, he's getting it in. Like, man, this is the prince who like, god damn, he's working them. And the minute he doesn't keep his word, I'm like, dog, you could have just had Talisa in the tux. She would have been your real number one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to marry for love, and he don't listen. That's when I knew I'm
the Frey girl.
Yeah, I mean, really.
The Frey girl. All right, the Frey girl. Like, all women are beautiful, but the Frey woman.
Marry the Frey girl.
All women are queens, Anakin.
So that's the biggest crash out. That's a crash out that changed everything.
Yeah.
You got your girl killed.
Your mom
killed. Your mom killed. You got everybody fucked up.
When they had Rob on the horse with the head of his dad,
it's nasty.
Terrible.
You can't do it.
But also, that's when I knew, because that's when I knew Rob really didn't have the heart for it. I'm just like, hey, bro, you want to know who he kind of like Chance the Rapper of Westeros.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa.
Why are we doing
that's
this?
Crazy.
Because whoa.
Okay.
At the time Chance came out, everybody's like, all right, who's going to be the next up? Kanye was kind of on the way out. Drake was on top. He was like, damn, Chance is going to do it. He's going to do the independent thing. Blah, 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 blah. He drops a whole album about his marriage and motherfuckers was
and
like,
it's like, no.
Nah, we don't
So
want
you're saying that was a crash out for Chance.
Wow.
This is the only thing I'll say about Chance that I can't say about Rob. Chance is good at what he does.
They on Twitter calling Rob Stark if man, potential man.
Whoa!
Yeah, Chance,
Rob was winning battles.
Chance, you can say whatever you want. Chance Cole. Rob Stark is he whack, bro.
No. Before he don't listen to Cat and he marries Talisa. My motherfucker was getting busy.
He won some battles.
Yes, they call it. He went in regular season battles, but then won playoff battles. Either Justin Herbert or Westeros, man.
Yeah, I understood that in order to make a good story, he had to do what he did. But that's a crash out, man.
All right, so that's the winner?
I would say
the Catelyn one is tough because it's like a lifelong thing. She just hate that little baby.
Right.
And this is the argument we were having where you were like, Ned should have told Catelyn that's Aegon Targaryen.
No, but Ned is all about honor and he made a promise to his sister. So what are you going to do?
What?
Wait, what's not going to do?
Well, what you're going to do is you're going to say, my sister's fucking dead. And there's a living child that's running around getting played with by this woman. I've disappointed everyone for no reason.
And this is how I know. This is how I know you're not locked in. Because after he took that baby from the Tower of Joy, he took Sir Arthur Dayne's sword back to his family house and was like, "Hey, your homie died, but here's a little sword because I'm that honorable. That's what I do."
It's not that I'm not.
I don't know what you want him to do.
It's not that I'm not locked in. It's that it's stupid. Because here's the deal. To me, I understand that you have to. Now listen, if you guys are saying that Catelyn Stark, Cat Stark, if she is the type of blabber mouth that can't handle the secret that this kid is actually not my bastard, that's one thing. I'm not saying you got to tell John. If it was me, y'all know how I am. I'd have ran back to Kat first thing and been like, yo,
Yo, you're not gonna believe this.
crazy. This whole thing was crazy. Bro, like, on some real shit, you wanna hear some shit? Like, he did not kidnap her. No, like they was fucking married. It's a baby. Look at this little nigga. He got black hair. Like this a Targaryen. We got a Targaryen. What should we do? Should we kill him? That Scott can't kill me, my nephew. What should we do?
What if Cat was on some like, hey yo, that Iron Throne is mine now? Like
Well,
let's install our boys.
Then you say, hey, chill with all that shit. We can't do that shit. But for real, that's crazy. But that's not what he did. He allowed him to be hated for 16 years, and then he died. He died. Also doing other dumb shit. Now, you guys can talk about, and this is another thing. When we talk about this, we can move on. We talk about this one decision, and we talk about Ned's adherence to honor.
Right.
I get it. I understand. Honor is very important. You're talking to one of the great all-time liars. I'm not the one that should actually be discussing this. But I will say this, though. There's really no way to look at the end of Ned Stark's life and everything that happened surrounding him.
He's an idiot.
He's stupid.
Absolutely.
He is stupid.
So doing that might have been, he's honorable to a fault. It's consistent with his character.
Right.
It's also pretty fucked
Well,
up.
but whoa. Now, counterpoint.
Okay.
Jon Snow. I think Cat did him a service. You know, he got it out the mud. That hatred formed him to who he was.
Yeah.
You know, if he's pampered, if he's coming up, no, hey, yo, I'm half Targaryen. This is all promised to me. I'm going to get busy.
He doesn't have to know. He doesn't have to know. If you want to wait till his 18th birthday or something and be like,
"Hey,
no, but then Cat would have been like baby him in a little. He would have turned out like fucking Rob.
I don't know if that's true. I can obviously the story demands this.
Yeah.
But I still think he could have told her and not let her live out trauma every time she saw what is essentially her nephew, and Ned was out there hitting hoes. Like Ned cares so much about his honor, but he out there, he let her believe that he was out there smashing.
Can I ask this, is it toxic for me to be like, hey, yo, Cat, you gotta get over it. You gotta get over it.
I think that too.
I mean, that's
that's not toxic, man. You gotta, at some point, man, it's been 16 years. You gotta.
But I'll tell y'all something else.
Don't bring it out on the kid.
I'll tell y'all something else.
Be mad at me.
That's easy for y'all to say. Y'all got girls. The girl go away. She come back pregnant. Just let you know, I had sex with someone. We gonna raise the baby. Y'all niggas gonna be like Snoop and Baby Boy. All right. Fuck your fort, little nigga. It's like, Uncle Jomi, can you help me with my project? No, nigga, ask your daddy. Where the fuck he at?
Wait, so you telling the Midnight Boys, you saying like we all go to McDonald's, I don't get the little homie night, and I'm like, nah, your dad can pay.
Your dad can
Call your father
and he'll get
a fish. He'll get it. All
right, so for the Starks, I'm assuming that the winner is Rob and everything that happens with the red wedding.
I'm gonna say Rob
That's
and everything.
fair.
Yeah. We're not. Before we move on, we're not missing anything with Arya, anything with Sansa.
Well, so this is I'll spoil my wild card. I think of something else. Now, my one that I'm surprised nobody picked was everything that happened with Jon at the Battle of the Bastards, having no fucking plan, just running in there on a sewer fox.
But is it a crash out?
Crash out.
Is it a crash out if it
No,
works?
no. It did not work because of anything that Jon did. It worked because of Sansa.
Y'all know my Jon Snow
Sansa
agenda.
almost crashed out, by the way.
True.
Almost.
She was, but she got stopped from crashing out by the Hound.
Right.
Yes.
The Hound stopped her. That would have been a crash out.
Right.
Not really a crash out, because can you crash out in self-defense? Not really. She needed to kill this motherfucker.
But she needed to, but she couldn't. In that, like, she might have got cooked in the
Yeah.
So wait, so you're saying Jon at the Battle of Bastards is not a crash?
So here's my thing about Jon Snow in general. He's always right. The problem is he don't really have he's always right, but it's not really in the right way. Let me explain what I mean by that. At every point, Jon Snow's like, hey guys, we should do this. People go, nah, man, we not. That's
Sit
not
your
really where we
bastard
at.
ass down.
Right.
Exactly, right? Then John's like, well, somebody's got to do it. It's got to be me. And he go by himself on some dumb, half-thought idea. But then eventually people go, actually, that was the right call. Let's go. Let's go with Jon. And it works out to a point, right? That's his whole arc. Is him just like, I got to do this by myself. Remember at the end of season 5 when he's like he comes back from the wilds and they're like, yo man, you're not really that guy. We gotta kill you. You're not really him. All I'm saying is my guy is always right. He just don't go about it the right way.
Was it a crash out when he gets raised from the dead and he looks at all them
guys? They gotta go.
Like, I understood everybody else. The little homie,
that was the last one. He gotta die.
Yeah,
the little homie has to die.
I felt bad for Ollie. That's my guy. You can't let nobody survive. Them's the rules.
All right, who's the rules? Round 2 is who? Oh, okay. Round 2?
Round 2 is the Targaryens. Van, you start us off.
Okay. Viserys Targaryen, the brother, Dany's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
You look at your sister and you tell your sister, I'd let the entire Dothraki army fuck you. If that, to me, that's still... Yeah, that's a crash. I know that they're Targaryen. He looks at his sister, his little baby sister. And like in that first season, there was a lot of Dany in that season. Okay, we saw a lot of Dany. He looks at his sister and he goes, I would let the entire Dothraki horde fuck you if it would bring me an army to go get my throne back. Crash out on your own sister talking about you and let the Dothrakis hit. You can tell they don't shower good. So you talk about your own sister, you talking about? Nah, man. I know it's different ones, but when I think about all the cold, crash-outy things that have been said in Game of Thrones, that always jumps into my head. By the way, his entire character was a crash-out. Yeah, he crashed out on Khal Drogo inside the tent that time.
Got him killed.
And ended up getting the goddamn...
The molten
lava.
He got the crown of gold, right?
He got the crown of gold. That crash out right there could easily be the second crash out in terms of Targaryen. Obviously, there's a crash out from... whatever.
Yeah.
But that is mine. Those 2 from him right there.
My nominee is... And it was a different time of TV... when Dany was getting carried by the brown people at Slaver's Bay.
How's that? Are you saying there's people at Slaver's Bay? She's not really crashing.
No. That's, first of all, we should have known right then that we couldn't trust Dany. Oh, why save your ass? You know what I'm saying? You can't let the brown people carry you. You'd be like, no, just walk. You can walk me. I'm not Jesus. I'm not.
What do you mean? But she was out there freeing the slaves.
She freed the slaves.
She's not humble, though.
So she needs to be carried by... She needs to be like, hey, yo, I need y'all to pick me up.
They made a decision.
Man, what? I know you ain't saying that.
They made a decision. They made a decision.
Did he say the slaves made a decision?
To be honest with you, they weren't slaves anymore. It's actually the first thing they did as free people. Their first decision as free people was to
go fight this white women's battles?
They made a decision.
No, man.
Now look, once people are free, we should know this. Once people are free, they don't always make the proper decisions like right away. They made a decision.
Wow.
No, fuck. Wow. I remember when that episode dropped, back when people were still reading, man, the think pieces.
Back when still people were reading is fun.
Wow. When you go back and watch that shit, you like,
ooh. I remember feeling like, I don't really like this.
This ain't great.
Right. It's like, my crash out is from House of the Dragon, and this is when Vaemon gets his head cut off by Daemon. He's like, what's it? Laenor goes off to be with his little boyfriend. They go across the narrow sea, whatever.
Don't call him a little boyfriend. That's disrespectful.
That's his husband.
What do you mean? It's his husband?
They lived life together.
Ah, that's true. Right. Well, look, they was together, and he was like, "Yo, I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna fake my death. I'm gonna go off and be with my husband. That's cool." But then there's a little problem with who gets to be the Lord of Driftmark.
Correct.
And they went all the way to the king. The king was like, it's Lucerys. He made the call. That's what it's supposed to be, right? And Vaemon was like, nah, dog, it's me. That's not even. And Daemon was like, hold on, player. Don't
Easy
wild out. And then Vaemon, her children are bastards, and she is a whore.
That's it.
And Viserys was like, hold on, player. And Daemon was just like,
too much dip on the chip now.
Woo!
He can keep his tongue.
He can keep his tongue out. Ooh, that's we talk about like validity of crash outs. That's a pretty valid.
That's a righteous crash out.
Because what you're not going to do is talk about my niece / future wife like that. That's crazy.
But you also are supporting the extrajudicial killings of black men when you do that. Like, you know.
Oh wait, so
the excuse that he used is excuse that the police use all the time.
All right.
He was doing too much. I had to get him out of here. And
This is the type of shit.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be bad. Like, I saw this beautiful video. Never mind, I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm not even gonna do that. Fuck that. All right, fuck that. All right, Steve.
I had Danny and all of the bells.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
the
one.
it's easy. Like destroying an entire city.
The problem with this crash out, man, is like it could have been so valid. Like it could have, if they had taken the proper time to like set this up for real. If we had seen Danny on Dragonstone just being mad and paranoid, and then Jon is also Targaryen. Ah man, like I got to do this. If she legitimately goes there after like episodes and episodes of being like, yo, if somebody don't do this, if I don't get this, if I don't do this, I won't get the throne. And I have to get it in fire and in blood, would have been like cinema.
Obviously, this is like the easy call, but like this only speaks to like kind of the fall off that the last season of the show had, because while this is the biggest crash out, it's kind of the most like unjustified and unexplained and unwarranted one that we have. And like, because we don't have the source material to confirm whether or not this was the real reasoning behind it, but
because they killed Missandei? That's
yeah,
why.
like because that.
Well, we always knew that Danny was destined to turn mad.
People would disagree with you. People would argue that she was supposed to be the rightful ruler of Westeros.
Well,
I'm like,
story-wise, the only way that Game of Thrones ends is basically Danny turning mad, using the nuclear arms that are the fucking dragons,
Right.
and her lover, Jon, having to take her out. That all makes sense. It wasn't done well, but
course.
it makes sense.
Right.
Yes.
Can I nominate another Targaryen crash out from House of the Dragon?
Yes.
Which is Aemon killing his cousin when they're riding through. Remember, the cousin comes.
I know,
to talk.
yeah.
He killing
Storm's
his
Ends,
cousin
yeah.
when they're riding through the sky on the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
He's still mad from having his fucking eye cut out all those
yeah.
years ago.
Is that an Aemon crash out or is that a Vhagar crash out?
That's an Aemon crash out because Aemon jumped up in the sky to fucking terrorize, and he should have known
Vhagar's
that
not
it
really
was
right.
going crazy. Vhagar is nuts.
Vhagar's about that action.
I could nominate that. I mean, obviously the answer is Danny burning children.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like, I
We
could
need to bring this one
nominate
up.
that. We need to bring that up as a crash out because
Yeah.
he essentially jumps up there because he's an asshole, because he's mad, because he's got all of these issues, and then kills his own kin up there riding around.
Aemon's
the
a dude in the hood who's just like, don't worry, my dog don't bite. I got it under control. You like, motherfucker, he's salivating right at my feet right now.
Right.
Like, come on, bro.
If we're doing additional Targaryen crash outs, I'd also like to mention Alicent after like the eye thing. And they're like, yeah, we're not really gonna punish your kid. Like it happens. And she gets the dagger and she's going to stab Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
That's like that's a crazy
So
crash
here's
can't
the
wait
thing:
till the
is
show
we didn't
comes
see
back.
much of it in the Game of Thrones TV show, but technically everything the Mad King did.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everything the Mad King did.
Mad
is just
King
kinda
was a
like-
crash out. Yeah,
I mean, he's
literally
not
the
on.
crash out. Yeah.
He's not on the thing.
I know.
I know. I was because here's the thing. Like, what about the Mad King? What about the Mad King? I was just going.
I think that I personally think that maybe Rhaegar taking the Stark sister.
Yeah.
That like
That's not a crash out.
That's
Lyanna?
kind of a Lyanna. That's kind of a crash out.
That's that's crash out.
That's kind of a crash
That's
out.
not a crash out. You just they went up absconding together. They were in love. They ran away. What is a crash out?
Hold on, wait a
is
second.
Eddard
That's
Stark
a-
coming down
Whoa,
to
whoa,
King's
whoa.
Landing,
What?
and then him getting cut, and then
No,
that's not a crash
no.
out.
I say that this. Now we talking about we want to go. I think
We can't. Now you going in your lore bag? Go.
I think Rhaegar Targaryen doing that is a crash out. He legitimately set the whole kingdom to war. Now, if you wanted to do that, it was maybe a way to do that, right? It was maybe a way to do that to like get the houses together, have a summit. Is somebody going to talk to Robert Baratheon? He's 6'5" and he's fucking angry with a big ass hammer. Is somebody going to discuss this with him? This is the woman that's betrothed to him. No, that's not what you do it. You took her, you absconded. Now
What could he have done?
everybody's fucking
What could have Rhaegar
fighting.
done?
I don't know. But the reality is, if you just do it like that, with no thought about the politics, that's kind of
She
a
don't
crash
want.
out.
She don't want you,
Who?
Rob. She don't want you.
I understand. But the reality is, we are betrothed. There has to be a conversation from somebody. Maybe you go to
This is some
Robert-
old head shit.
Yeah, this is
This is some old
definitely.
head shit.
Hey Rob, hey big dog. I know
Rules is
like,
rules now.
I know
Hold
the
on for a
tournament
sec.
was kind of crazy,
Wait,
and
wait,
I gave the lilies to your girl instead of my girl. My fault. But I didn't want to say though.
I'm fucking with you.
I'm taking with you back to the crib.
But there's like a whole thing. Like all the houses had come together and decided that they actually wanted Rhaegar to take over for the Mad King. He ruined everything
for love.
I'm not saying it's not a big crash out. It's definitely a crash out. But Eddard Stark going back there, crash out. Mad King killing him, crash out. Then at the Erie, John. Crash
That's
out.
not a crash out. That's not a crash out. I mean, you're not crash. You're just coming to defense of your people
Rob,
at that point.
Crash out.
I'm
Rob
just saying,
definitely crashed out.
Rob crashed out because Rob did something based on feelings that was like he didn't think through. And when I'm saying that, like all these people making these dumbass decisions. All right, but we need it for the story.
So Danny and the Bells for
Danny and the Bells for sure.
Danny and the Bells.
All right,
is the one.
then next up we have the Lannisters. Who you nominating?
Man, I got twin crash outs here.
twin crash
The
outs.
deepest of all of them.
Yeah, the Lannisters got a lot of
Deep
crash
bench.
outs. Like I got twin crash outs here. I see that none of y'all put it on there. I'm going Tyrion Lannister crashing out twice on Joffrey.
Yeah.
I love both crash outs.
No, it's Struck a King.
Now I have struck a king. Did my hand fall off? Like, you know, I love that. Smacked him right in his fucking mouth. And then
That's not really a crash out to me.
that is a crash out. You smacked the fucking
He
king.
deserved it.
That's a crash out. And then the second one is just now kings are dropping like flies in the small council meeting. You know why I love that?
Why?
Because Joffrey is so pussy. Right? like Joffrey literally didn't know what to say.
He's like,
You're looking around, blah, blah, blah. I am the king. And even Tywin was like, there's no man that is king has to say I am the king. Put the king to bed. And I love this. Tyrion had enough of this kid's shit. Both times. He had enough of this kid's shit. He's like, you know what? That kid is fucking crazy. My siblings have been having sex. There's probably something off about him. Why are we doing this thing where we're acting like this kid actually has anything to say? I smack your mouth. I threaten your life. Those are two crash outs that I put together.
Is the fall off of Game? I always thought the fall off of Game of Thrones as a show is best exemplified by the fact that in the beginning seasons, you're always just like, all right, Tyrion is the smartest man in the fucking room. And by the end of the seasons, I'm like, dog, this is a different character, bro.
Yeah, he just didn't. They stole his thunder.
If you're counting Rhaegar of Scotland with Lyanna as a crash out, then I'm gonna go with Jaime leaving Brienne to go to King's Landing and be with Cersei as a crash out. That was crazy. He had no need to do that. He finally had the love that he wanted, something safe, something secure, something that like people weren't gonna look at you disgusting. He was like, actually,
nah, he needed his true love. He needed the love of his sister.
His twin sister. Come on, guys.
Game of Thrones proves anything. Never do anything for love.
I mean, you could say, he just, the heart wants what it wants. And sometimes the heart wants a person that shared the same womb with you. That's what he said.
Come on.
That's what the show says. Y'all watch the show.
And they died together in under some bricks, and it was beautiful.
Yep.
There's another Jaime crash out that we're not talking about.
All right. We don't have to do this, man.
I'm just saying.
Just say it. Go.
Let's go.
No.
Go.
Go.
No, go. No.
We know. We said it before.
Jaime did something really disgusting on the show.
Very abhorrent.
Very abhorrent
That's
on the show,
awful.
and it's a fucking major crash out. It happened on the show. If you watch Game of Thrones right now,
That happened on the show.
it happens on the show, and there was it looked as if Jaime forced himself on Cersei after what had happened.
Joffrey died.
After Joffrey died,
Right in front of his dead.
right in front of his dead. That to me is a fucking massive crash out, and it's one of not the black marks of the show from the standpoint of you know what the funny thing is though. Question about that seriously. That is looked at specifically as one of the most disgusting, vicious, politically incorrect, whatever you want to use of the show. But throughout the history of Game of Thrones, women are constantly abused.
Right.
They're constantly abused.
But at that time.
That one is at that time.
No. What I'm saying is, but at that time, I think what people were getting frustrated with was just how gratuitous it got.
Okay.
I think it was not and I still believe this to this day, where they got a little high on their own supply. And instead of it being something that pushed the story forward, it almost was just like, how much can we turn up the horror?
Right.
How much can we turn? Like, it always seemed like they were not, maybe not consciously they weren't trying to do it, but subconsciously they're like, how can we push this up to 100 and 100? And I'm just like, all right, this is not done tastefully. It's not done. It didn't seem like they were really trying to feel like, does this actually move the story forward? How much of this do we actually need to see?
Right.
And that's where I think the big failing of the show will always be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My nominee, though, is, now technically she was getting her lick back, but Cersei blowing up the Great Seth.
I mean, you can't beat it.
Come
So
on.
here's the thing about this being a crash out, right? It was like obviously planned. Like she locked in with the wildfire from the Mad King. And what I would, and this is tough for me because I'm a day one Cersei hater. I hate Cersei. I don't think she's a great villain. Super one-dimensional. Motivations are like clear as glass.
I could not disagree more.
I think she's a great
I think she's awesome as a villain.
I could not disagree more.
I thought she was awful.
I don't know what you on.
Nah, man, like, I don't know. Maybe it was just like me binging the show in like a week, but I'm watching the show and I'm like, yo, I can see right through you. I don't know how nobody else does. It's clearly all about power. She fake cares about her kids to me. I'm sitting here like,
wait, fake cares about her kids?
absolutely. She at no point.
That's not true.
That's
Dog.
it.
That's not
Dog,
true.
Tom, we're gonna talk about Tom later. He jumped up to say, she like, I guess somebody gotta be clean.
I kind of
like it's not even like it
I
even
can
take her a
agree with you.
second.
I can agree with you that like there are some shows I don't think it's in Cersei's portrayal, but there are some shows that where like a villain is portrayed and it seems like it's not that that she's smarter than everyone, but it's just everyone's just a little dumber than
That's
she
exactly
is.
what it was.
And I don't agree that was like entirely what Cersei's arc was on when it comes to her portrayal in that show, but I can see what you're thinking when it comes to that.
She's just like, yo, y'all just letting her walk past y'all. Y'all don't see that for real. But I will say, despite all of that, despite everything, my hate, she did that one with the Sept, bro. She put everybody in, all her ops in one room. Was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Boom.
But here's my issue, and this is
She
always
cooks.
happens on Game of Thrones.
She
When
cooks.
somebody about to get their lick back, they can't just be like, all right, eye for an eye. They like, no, we turning this shit all the way up. They always do
It's
some.
all
I'm
the
like,
drama.
come on, yo.
This thing you
that's
civilized.
Game
You
of
whack a guy, he whack you back, done.
Nah.
No, but with Benedict.
But with Benedict, it's a little different.
All right, yo. See, what do you got?
Tyrion kills Tywin.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
He came
Loved
in there
it.
with the boat, like he had an idea, you know what I mean? But again, thinking about that scene, I don't really think it was gonna do it for real, man. I didn't think.
Nah, I
It's
didn't.
more of the shock of it all.
Yeah, I
like
think
it's just
Tyrion
like
had
what
it in him, man.
what the fuck
I
did you just
loved it.
do?
I loved it.
I mean, I loved when he did it because Tyrion's Tywin was the worst. But in that moment, I'm like, yo, Tyrion, man, like you for real? But and then when he does it,
Could Tywin be nominated here for having sex with the love of your son's life? That like
Maybe.
we didn't even see it. Even worse, having all of the King's Guard have sex with Tyrion's first wife is some hate.
yeah,
it's
that's
just
the, like
crazy.
from before the show files. Yeah,
Like Tywin hate.
I mean, he's one of the worst we've ever seen. Just like in
Tywin's-
general.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you want to go back to Robert's Rebellion, what he did with Aleya Martell and everybody, like he's just like the worst of the worst. You
my
gotta give it to
vote
him.
actually, I think Cersei's is worse, but dog Tyrion. Because here's the thing, Tyrion had been waiting his whole life.
Yeah.
Whole
Like,
life.
he's
For
like,
something
I
real.
need this.
He was like, that's gonna be my vote.
what for
Tyrion killing Tywin.
Tyrion
Tyrion
killing
killing
Tywin is
yeah.
just that motherfucker was like, enough is enough.
Yeah, you're like you shoot you with a crossbow, bitch ass nigga.
On the toilet, on the chamber pot.
That's
On the chamber
crazy. He
pot.
didn't even let him put his pants up. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
All right, what you voting for, Van?
I'm voting for Tyrion killing. You know what? Cersei growing up. That's more of a plan. I'm voting for Tyrion killing Tywin. Yeah.
Because he had to run away. Like, it's just like after that, it's just like his whole life was fucked.
Yeah.
Because we also could put Tommen in there.
Whoa, Tom
Nah,
is coming up.
he's coming up.
He's coming up.
Oh, he's a
Keep coming
Baratheon.
up.
That's right.
Brad.
All right,
Right.
next. So who are you voting for, Jomi?
I'm going with Tyrion.
All right, round 4, Baratheons. Actually, we already, Jomi start because we brought up Tom.
Tommen watching Marjorie Tyrell blow up. It was like, you know what?
I laughed. First time I watched it, I did laugh.
Oh,
Bro, I was
Jesus
crying.
Christ.
dog. It's not funny.
Yeah.
But he saw The whole thing went flames. He said, "Oh, that's my girl in there." 2 steps, I'll see you on the ground. It's not funny, but it is absolutely hilarious.
It's real Batman. You lied to me stuff.
Come on, bro. Because he didn't even think he's like, fuck it.
Didn't even think about it. Immediately. Is that Natalie Dormer up in flames? I have no reason to live. I'm done.
Jump straight off the fucking thing.
Jesus.
Van?
So, I'm going for one from season 1. I like crash outs of the verbal variety, like when someone actually gets incited, then they crash out.
Right.
Robert Baratheon crashing out on Ned because Ned didn't want to kill Dany.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me. The fucking whore dies. Go on back to Winterfell. He hates the Targaryens. He hates them. Ned is like, I don't know, man. We've been friends for a long time. We studied with John Aaron today. We were basically brothers. Maybe we don't, kill kids. Maybe we don't, go all the way across the narrow sea to kill someone and all that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe that's like what the Mad King would do. And Bobby was like, yo, fuck you. I don't know if I have to remind you that I was getting ready to be married to the baddest chick in Winterfell, your sister. And her brother kidnapped her, took her away, and all of this shit. I'm the king. I don't even like it. All I can't even get back to my realness. I'm fat. I'm having sex with everyone. I'm a hunting boar every other day.
My wife is fucking her brother.
My wife is fucking the brother. All of this shit because this fucking family and that crazy ass daddy, and you want me to not kill him? Get the fuck out.
Well, so here's the thing now, because this reminds me of something that you dropped in the group chat. You said Westeros is really the hood. Can you break down how you came to this realization?
It is. Because, when you look at, there's nothing more, when you look at, what governs kind of, your safety in the hood, if you just take South Baton Rouge, where I'm from, right? It's all about who you think has power, who exposes themselves as even eligible to be fucked over. The way that you don't get fucked over where I'm from is not to make yourself eligible to be fucked over. So if people think that you could be fucked over, you're getting fucked over, right? But you have to show enough power to make people think that fucking with you is too much of a fucking big deal. And that's how Westeros is. Westeros is about consolidating power, alliances, and all of that so nobody tries you. But you know what happens anyway? A woman, money, a position, territory, the same things. All of the alliances that you make inside of all of these places, they're not good enough for just plain old human emotion not to creep in and make somebody fucking do something stupid.
Is that why the Starks are always getting got? Because they the bitches of Westeros? They all about honor. They all about this.
And it doesn't save them.
And it's just
Never
kind of
saves them.
And what happens is a cyclical, perpetual get back cycle.
Yeah.
I'm getting back at you for what you did this time, and it's the same shit.
Actually, now that we're talking about Westeros is the hood, let's do this exercise really quick. Wire characters.
Oh shit.
Game of Thrones.
You know who Ned is?
Who's Ned?
Stringer.
Ned is fucking Stringer.
Don't disrespect Ned like that.
Nah, Ned is Stringer.
God.
Ned is Stringer.
Ned is Stringer.
Ned is Stringer.
Stringer's that honorable?
Because the first time you watch it, it's not about being honorable. The first time you watch it, you think Ned got the answers. Then you realize, you know what? Ned's a fucking idiot. Okay? Shout out to Jamel Hill. I defended Stringer. Because Stringer was in econ class at the community college.
Nah,
That's what I knew. I was like, oh, it's over. What are you doing?
Nah, he was trying to bring fucking microeconomics to the hood. Because here's the thing, too. That's why The Wire is so great, because you do have one homie who takes one community college class and comes back and is just like, hey, y'all don't know nothing about supply and demand. Motherfucker.
Stringer in the back of the car looking at them like, what y'all actually got is an elastic economy. You look, and these niggas in the front, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, now who's Marlo?
Marlo is a good one.
Who's Marlo?
Is Marlo, what's his name?
I think Danny's Marlo.
Really?
Yeah, my name is my name. Like everybody don't really. They're just like, who's this little?
Is Joffrey Ziggy?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't think, rest in peace. You wouldn't think that would not Ramsey Bolton be a Marlo?
That's what I was thinking. Ramsey Bolton
because here's the thing. To me, Danny is Marlo because everybody is kind of like underestimating not only her, but they're not realizing that the game has changed. And it's like Danny's the only one who's realizing like, hey, yo, I got these fucking dragons. All that shit y'all talking about is fucking over. This is a fucking new way. And by the time all of them are fighting over it's too late. She done took over everything.
The only reason why I think about Ramsey as Marlo is because if you think about Winterfell as West Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Like but actually not Winterfell, like the whole North.
Yeah.
The whole North. The more established criminal organization in West Baltimore and The Wire was the Barstow organization.
Mm-hmm.
And the Barstow organization is trying to hold the towers, they're trying to hold the corners and all of that stuff. But there's something there that's motivated not by what was,
right,
but by what they think should be. Remember what Marlo said? Marlo said, man, Barksdale weak right now. Everybody else was still living off the name.
Yeah.
Marlo was like, Barksdale weak right now. And during that time, Ramsey and his father and Laura Bolton, they went, you know what, man? Like, the Stark's weak right now. We don't give a fuck about no 1,000 years before. We don't give a fuck about no 50,000 years, whatever the fuck it's been. We don't give a fuck about none of that. They weak right now. We can see it. They not around. They fighting for that. We take their turf. Then, when Ramsey actually gets it, he's so ruthless.
Yeah. I like
he's
this.
so ruthless like Marlo is.
Mm-hmm.
Marlo was, remember when Marlo, the girl played Marlo and she was working with Avon and them. Marlo walked up on her, shot her twice, once in each breast, and the whole deal. Like he was sending messages like that, and that's kind of how I view
Last
Ramsey.
one. Who was Jon Snow? Bodhi? Not Bodhi.
Maybe it's Bodhi. Who? Okay, so let's think about it.
McNulty.
Nah, it can't be none
Can't be
of those.
McNulty.
Who's the solo kind of Avenger always going out there doing jobs by himself?
But who is you know who Jon Snow is? It's D'Angelo.
Really?
This can't be Rob. Nah.
It's D'Angelo.
I don't know.
I can't be D'Angelo because D'Angelo was a little weak. D'Angelo was who is the Jon Snow of
West
The Wire?
Baltimore?
Like D'Angelo was maybe it can be one of the cops. Maybe it's it can't be one of the.
It can't be McNulty. It can't be
none of
Freeman.
those guys.
No, actually, the reason why it might be McNulty is because like McNulty is.
But he's such a liar.
He's a dick.
Yeah,
he gets in his own way though.
But McNulty does know that the game is changing in terms of just like how the police need to operate, and he's trying to like
seen it beforehand. He's like, yo, we need to move different.
But he's just at complete cross purposes with who John is. He's
but he
such
doesn't
a
know.
liar.
But here's the thing: he doesn't know. McNulty and John are similar, and they don't know. Like they're right, but they don't know how to go about it, and that's what gets them fucked.
And then they get sent to the wall.
Yeah,
They do get sent to the wall.
to the boat. The boat is the wall.
Yeah.
I gotta think about that. When I think about John, I think about a character that's so pure. They're not really for that world, but John was also.
but he's not a leader. To me, he's not a leader.
But he was strong. He's also. It's like I think about it. There might not be a Jon Snow, but then I gotta think about it. That's actually a good one. Who is the Jon Snow?
It's Presbo Samuel Tarly.
You know what?
Ooh.
It could be Avon.
Jon Snow?
Is Avon?
Avon is the one. Avon to me is the most truthful character in The Wire. Avon is the one that looked at Stringer and went, "Yo, you for playing these away games. I'm just a regular gangster. I'm a regular nigga. I want my fucking corners." Avon was honorable. He was truthful, almost to a fault. Like
He gave back. Here's the thing: giving back to the hood when you're destroying it is kind of at cross purposes. But he did have an honor in terms of just like, hey, yo, we not doing shit on Sunday. There's rules we respect. Da.
that almost makes him Ned though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that leads to your downfall.
It almost makes him
Who's
Ned.
Omar?
Oh, Tyrion.
Tyrion could be Omar.
I think Tyrion's Omar.
Tyrion could
Tyrion
be
coming. Tyrion coming.
Who's the character that's the best with the sword? That I have to
Jamie?
think about this. We gotta do this. As
Sorry.
yeah. Let's get that.
All right, so I'm gonna do my nomination for the Baratheons. I nominate Joffrey executing Ned because here's the thing: you didn't have to execute Ned.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not.
Right.
Like,
course not.
it sets so many things in motion.
That set the whole Game of Thrones in motion.
Yeah, like Joffrey could have just been because if I'm remembering correctly, doesn't even Cersei be like, all right, we going to war
Literally
too much.
everybody in the world is like, hey, you don't stop.
Send him to the
Everybody
fucking wall,
loves
bro.
this guy.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I mean, that was the plan, right? We're going to send him to the wall. It's all gravy. We figured it out. No problem. We all let it go. And then Joffrey is just like, actually, kill him.
Fuck it.
Kill him in the street.
Fuck
him.
it.
And then, like, we get the whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of, like, Crash House have, like, the biggest effect on the story, that's the biggest one.
What's yours?
That would be. Oh, we're in the.
We're Baratheon.
Whoops. Sorry.
There's
I
one that's
had
gonna
my
win
noms
this.
up. I didn't have the actual.
There's
This is the easiest one.
It's the easiest one. It's an auto win.
Yeah. Oh God. Sorry. We're
Steve, yours is Stannis
Yes.
sacrifices his daughter.
Stannis
the easiest
sacrifices
When you
his
took
daughter.
that one, I'm like, all right, it's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's up. Like,
Yeah.
He didn't got to do Shireen
It's for
like
no
that,
reason.
man. Why they got to do Shireen like
For a
that?
prophecy?
man?
that was actually when I
It's-
was kind of like, fuck this.
This is when it's like I don't understand
Fuck.
why prophecy dictates so much about this world.
Yo, and this is why it's always like this is why Stannis never gonna be the man to me. Stannis the man is I ain't doing that because he was mad at Robert because Robert gave Renly Storm Sand, right, and he gave him Dragonstone, and he's like, "Yo, I should be the king of I should be the Lord of Storm Sand. I'm the older brother." Blah 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 blah. And then you go out and you kill your daughter off what? Some like fake little lore prophecy. That's what you get.
Yeah.
That's why you're not the man.
Off a hunch.
That's why you're not the man.
But
That's
we
what
can
you
all
deserve.
agree it's Stannis killing his
It's
daughter.
Stannis killing his
Sorry,
daughter.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get through this one quick. We have a wild card round. Let's just go rapid fire.
I got a tie. I can't do it. I can't. It's a tie.
It's a tie for your nom.
Okay. One is these to me. One, okay. It's a tie. It's like a 1A and 1B.
Okay.
The number one is the Viper crashing out on the mountain and getting himself killed.
Okay,
Ooh.
so
That's the greatest.
Ooh.
That's the greatest crash out in the history of the show to me. That's the greatest crash out in the history of the show.
Didn't have to do it.
The Viper crashing out on the mountain, getting himself killed. You're there. That to me is the definition of a crash out.
When here's the thing, I
Didn't have
knew
to
once
do
that
it.
motherfucker was twirling,
Right.
dancing, I'm like, kill this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
Finish the job.
He's freaked out. He knows exactly what he's gonna say. He's sick of the bullshit. He's beat him. Like, I need you to, up my shit. Everybody on the side is like, please kill him. hey, this big motherfucker been running around doing crazy shit for decades. Kill him.
Right.
And he's like, I got it. Hey, chill. Hey, you did to her. You raided her. You raided and Tyrion is like, hey,
man.
take the fucking spear, stab it in his neck, kill him. Doesn't end up working.
Nope.
My 1B is the entire fucking Night's Watch executing Jon Snow. Killing
right.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, nuts.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Taking turns.
Taking
Like,
turns,
they ran a
stabbing.
train on him with a blade.
Jesus.
That's facts. That's what happened.
I mean,
like
that's
the
what
whole
happened.
fucking Night's Watch killing Jon Snow. That's the 1A, 1B.
They always hated John.
They
"You
hated
pretty
him.
little bitch.
Because he came in was like the little kid, and then he was like the Lord Commander off what, nothing?
Whoa.
I'll be mad too.
If we're gonna be real,
he was the best fighter.
Jon
and
Snow,
all that
but
shit.
That's
Here's
what
the
I
thing.
think, but they don't see that. They was
Jon
I was mad as
Snow
hell.
was dealing with some idiots. And the problem is when you surrounded by idiots and you trying to be like, hey, yo, can we just play this right? Can we just like think a little
That's how
bit?
you
what
don't
I'm
last-
saying.
That's why
That's
you
what
can't get
I'm
over your steez
saying.
in
But
tough
here's the thing,
situations.
also,
You get fucked
too,
over in prison.
If you've been dealing with some like a room full of motherfuckers, every single time you write, they like, dog, we got to get rid of it.
Yeah. Because they're
We
mad.
got-
They're
They
wrong,
just
and you're right.
mad.
He come in there, he teaching people how to fight. They're like, hey, and Tyrion tried to tell him, hey, just let you know, these guys they didn't learn how to fight with no mask or at arms, like special shit. They just like, this is the first time they learning this. Why don't you get off their ass a little bit? Teach them how to fight. Teach them a little bit. And John just wasn't, he was the kid from the private school that actually went to the hood
Yeah.
and, try to teach a nigga how to tie his shoes,
And
right?
West
shit like that.
Philadelphia, born and raised.
So,
He was-
but that was a bit. I remember watching that. Like, God damn, how many times they gonna stab him?
He's done.
That's why Whaley had to die.
Have one dude stab him the requisite amount of times. How many times are they gonna stab John?
Everybody got to lick it.
Does anybody have, because right now to me the runaway is the Viper. Does anybody have one that could beat the Viper?
I don't know if I could beat the Viper, but Kristen Cole killing Joffrey Loudmouth at Rhaenyra and Laenor's wedding is pretty
that's
tough. Because not only is it like, because the homie was just like, oh, I heard that you and old girl had a little thing going on. You can't let that that can't get out because Rhaenyra's purity in that world, like that means something. But also, he was Laenyr's lover, so it's a little phobic. It's a little phobic. That's a hate crime.
Little phobia.
That's a hate crime. You can't do that.
I don't think I have the highest of picks, but I had the Hound and the Bells as well, where he chooses not to survive and just dies with his brother.
I mean, you gotta. That scene is so funny because
that's such a bad episode.
You're right.
Yo, you got what's her name? Cersei is on the staircase, and they're looking at each other. Cersei's like, "Oh, don't mind me.
Nope.
Excuse me.
Just
gonna
get
walk
out the
right
way.
past you. Oh, let me right
I would
past you."
simply dodge that. Anyway,
So silly.
and Ramsey killing
Aaron Rodgers is in that episode of TV.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Honestly, another crash out. Well, Ed Sheeran popped up on that bitch. I'm like,
That's terrible. That was so bad.
I was like, what the fuck?
We
is
really
y'all
had a
doing?
moment.
It's so funny because I was watching that scene. And I was like, God damn, that motherfucker sound good. Who the fuck is that? And then when you heard his voice, he's singing. I'm like, God, that motherfucker sound good.
This is the guy that's got the math albums.
This actor that they brought in, this nigga could really sing. And then I saw it was Ed Sheeran. I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, what are they doing? Why are they doing this?
If they had to have a musician in the episode, who would you have rather have been besides Ed Sheeran?
ASAP Rocky?
I will say, like,
ASAP Rocky?
Put Drake in there.
Put ASAP Rocky be in that bitch?
Nah, I need Justin. Give me a Justin Timberlake. Can you
Oh, that'd be
imagine?
funny.
Hitting all the hoes on set.
That's so.
You can't
Nah,
trust JT.
Prince, wait, was Prince still alive during that? I think he
I
was
don't
filming that
know.
shit.
He might have been.
Prince
Can
checked
you
out of here
roll
like
on air
7.
then?
Prince checked out like 17.
Yeah.
All
Can you
right.
imagine if Prince was on Game of Thrones?
That would be
bruh?
actually amazing. You do a 3-season run.
All right, let me go over our winners. All right, so round one for the Starks, we have Rob marrying Talisa. How do you say her name? Talisa, inspiring the Red Wedding. Targaryens, we had Dany and all the Bells. Round 3 with the Lannisters. Close race, but Tyrion killing Tywin edged out. The Baratheons is Stannis sacrificing his daughter, and for wild card, Van's the nominee of the Viper. I think we did a pretty good job. I don't think we missed anything too major.
I don't think we missed too many crash outs. I mean, of course, there's some Ramsey Bolton crash outs.
Killing his dad and brother.
Killing his dad and brother, doing all this stuff. But some of these things are plans and machinations and all of that type of stuff like that. Maybe they're not traditional crash outs in that sense. All right, look. We're coming back next year. Next week, our coverage of A Night of the Seven Kingdom begins.
Yep, I'm excited. The reviews have come in now. I'm getting.
Yeah, people are liking it.
I heard some people being like, Andor. I'm like, all right, let's not. No, let just the show come out. Let us really
let's watch it. Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap. This week on the Ringiverse feed. On Thursday, Button Mash continues their their coverage of Fallout Season 2. Hey, check in with Ben Lindbergh. I'm serious. Ben's doing a great fucking job on Fallout Season 2. It's a great season of TV. Ben's doing a great job covering it. I've had a lot of fun. I hope to go back and do it again. There was one snafu one time, and Ben Lindbergh sent messages up the flagpole not to bring me back.
He sent your ass to the wall?
There was one. I was sent to the wall by
he's got you like a mob
Lord
boss.
Lindbergh.
Dang.
Lord Lindbergh sent me to the wall. We got crossed up one time, and now I can't come back and do the show. I'm still watching the show just for the fucking fun of it. Now I'm not even covering it anymore.
He's gonna once Lord Lindbergh raises his banners, you got to come there. That's your liege lord.
Lindbergh calls for aid.
You know who I am? I'm Ben's the Hound.
And then it's you standing off against Matt James.
Yeah, I'm Ben's the Hound. That's fucking whack.
That's crazy.
Our producers today are Aleya Zenieris,
Aleya
the
back.
award-winning
Golden
Aleya
Globe winner.
Zenieris, Golden Globe-winning producer of Good Hang with Amy Poehler. Aleya, take a bow. We love you. Jade Whaley didn't win fucking shit.
Jesus Christ.
She's one of our producers,
Come on,
man.
What?
Jomi Adeniran on social. Jade didn't win shit because she produced in higher learning. And that's not the way to get it. NAACP nominee, higher learning. Let's see how we lose this time. Jomi Adeniran on social, hashtag Jomi Baratheon. Additional production from Arjuna Ramgopowell. Chuck, take us out.
Westeros is full of crash outs. A lot of motherfuckers have to die. And if you around Steve, make sure you hide your fries.